When you think about booking the guests on something called Enlightened, I go through my history and I go through my friends and I go through the Rolodex. I know a lot of you are too young to know the word Rolodex. That was our contact list. That's what we called it, our Rolodex. And you would roll this thing and come up with a little, 2x3 card, and you pull out their number and it has their number on it. And they're not even an email. There wasn't even email on the Rolodex, right?
Library had one too. The card catalog.
The card catalog with the Dewey Decimal System and the categories. Yes, that's what we had. That's what we grew up with. Everyone who listens to this show and follows me probably knows all of this anyway. But maybe you have a kid that's watching, now you can learn. So I'm going through the list. And I'm going, all right, yeah, it's called Enlightened Up. So you want to have people that give life the light touch. We want to have people that have fun. We want to have people of extraordinary talent. I do enjoy that. I do love fellow talented people. You want somebody that maybe you had experiences with that were enlightening and inspiring, and we certainly have a story about our friend. So I brought on my buddy, Paul Ben Victor, who is our guest here. And I want to tell you, Paul, unlike other guests, you should be honored by this. I mean, I just said Kenny Loggins was here, Caroline Ray, right? You're the only one I did research for. I sat through and binge watched Tommy and Pam.
Pam and Tommy.
Pam and Tommy. I can't even get it right. Pammy and Tom.
Well, you had to. You kind of can't miss it. It's sort of a historical event in our lives.
Well, some people, the last few guests that were just on the show, had no idea about it. No, zero. So don't tell me that. I did, but because you told me about it, I watched it, and I got to tell you, total binge. I had to be pulled away. Like I was pissed when it stopped.
Yeah.
And it did. It stopped on it. I couldn't believe it. I wanted to see the whole thing at once.
They're not letting you do that.
They're not letting me do it. But I got in late, so that's why I was able to watch one after another. Right. See?
Yeah.
That show.
It's doing, not because I'm in it, it happens to be doing extremely well. I'm very happy about it.
Of course.
Everybody's watching it.
Now, do you get anything extra for that, or just
because more people are watching it?
Yeah, nobody. Do you get anything extra?
Yeah, maybe a little.
Tell the civilians out there, do you get anything extra if you do well?
A nicer table at my restaurant.
Hey, it's the guy who plays the lawyer. He plays Pamela Anderson's lawyer.
Please come in and please don't sue us.
Fabulous acting in it, by the way. No wonder you're in it. But really fabulous acting.
She, if you care about these IMDb numbers, what rating you are, I believe she's number 1 right now.
Stop it.
She jumped down or up to.
What's her name? The actress's name.
Lily James.
Not number 1 for you.
Lily James.
So Lily James.
Sebastian Stan is the other gentleman.
Unbelievable.
They're unbelievable.
I've seen him before.
She looks nothing like that.
No.
She's got a prosthetic, I think, forehead and some mouthpiece, neat teeth.
Can you see it when you're working with her? You're going,
no, I was inches away.
I know you were. You were practically making out with her. You were so close.
Right there. And I didn't watch I call it Downtown Abbey.
I do too. Yeah, you and I, I'm from Philly. We go downtown. Downtown Abbey. You kidding me over here? Where are they from?
Downtown Abbey.
They're from downtown.
They picked them up with the airport.
I'm not going to ever say downtown unless I'm in Pittsburgh. You're going downtown. The Permani brothers downtown. So what is what's up with the downtown? But anyway, so she's in that? She's not. Is she English?
Yes.
No. Lovely,
sweet, demure. Couldn't be nicer.
On.
The most beautiful smile, and she's lovely and sweet. And now she transforms into
a lot of naked in the movie, but technically she's not naked because it's not nothing's real.
I think
right?
She's covered up.
She's covered up her entire breasts with breasts.
Probably.
What do you mean probably? It's a fact.
I was not in the makeup trailer when
I wasn't asking if you were in the. I don't need that inside tip. You can read it. She has prosthetic breasts.
Yes, I believe it's all fake stuff.
You believe, yes. I'll truly believe. But anyway, so technically she's not naked.
Right.
I had another thought, by the way. This has nothing to do with anything, but it's just a thought that I've had for years. I want to run this by you. I've never run it by anybody. Right now I'm going to run it by you.
Oh, okay.
When you are in a transition, right, not that you or I have ever been in transition to becoming a woman, you're taking the pills, right? Okay, just think about that. So someone is doing that. Okay, they're taking the pills to become a woman, and they get breasts.
Yeah.
So guys are always shirtless, right? Shouldn't they be able to be shirtless? That's my question. I've always had this question. Tell me the answer. I know I stumped you on this one, but think about it.
I'm sorry.
So
first of all,
I go the wrong direction. Let's talk about our clothes.
If I was able to answer it, I'm sure I would get in a lot of trouble because I would say something wrong. I guarantee.
Don't be one of those people. Do you know non-politically correct I have been lately? You should see my act lately. You're going to love it. I've never been so angry in my life.
Plug. Good. Where is it?
I'm bringing it now. I hate everybody. I love you, but I haven't seen you in a while. I might hate you by the end of this. That's how much I hate people.
I called a life coach this week because I have a lot of anger about things.
Wow. Did you know I'm literally a life coach?
Oh, well, so how much you charge an hour?
Well, less than this guy because you're my buddy. I'm really good, by the way, because I bring laughter into it. Okay. I even teach you how to alchemize your laughter and turn it into gold. I'm dead serious. I'm so good at being this life coach. I got a lot of rage. Blocking me. I'm so good at it. Oh my God! And I'll get to that because that's what I'm saying. I'm so good on stage because it's cathartic. You learn how to use the humor, develop your own sense of humor, sense of self
through the rage.
Exactly right, and use it. You actually use it. It becomes your superpower. Isn't that amazing? Right now, it gets in the way. It's your kryptonite. Turn in your superpower. I can guarantee I can do it. We'll work together. Wearing the same clothes. We did not call one another. If you're watching on YouTube, we did not call one another and say, look, I'm not wearing the red today. Wear the blue. I
walked in 15 minutes ago. I said, what are you doing with my shirt on?
And I thought you were kidding.
No.
And I have a whole pile of them. I chose this one somehow, some psychic way. I chose the one that looks exactly like the one you have. But you're not sponsored, though. This is free.
He walked in, he's plugging his sponsor. So I was happy to change. You had a whole wardrobe of these offers.
You're happy to have me change.
Well, I'll take one. I'll take 2 or 3 off your hand. What do you got?
We're not the same size. We're not the same.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, free.
Roll it up.
Free. Just roll it, tuck it.
That's it.
No, it's Taylor Bird.
Taylor Bird.
BYRD. Amazing clothes. I want you to go there and choose something, and I'll get you something. At the minimum, I'll get you a discount. Put shoe. Everybody else put shoe in the coupon code, and you'll get off. And it's already inexpensive.
When I came here 20 minutes ago, I was like, it was take what you want. Here, this is yours. Now,
when did you hear that?
Now I'm getting a discount.
When did you hear take what you want? These words would never come out of my mouth. How in the world you heard take what you want? I said we have gifts for you. I said we have vitamins for you. These are free. Okay. Do you take vitamins?
What do they do for you?
Oh, my God. They're energy, focus, boner pills. It just combines everything.
I get aroused during this.
Well, actually, it's anti-aging, which has to do with your crotch anyway, but molecular hydrogen, that's what you have here. You can go to Highest Vitamins, HYEST, vitamins.com, but you don't have to go.
I'm an animal.
You don't have to go for a candle to Ethan Cole either. You have a candle with a wood wick.
I'm excited about it. Sweetie, where do you smell this thing?
Oh, yeah, she's going to be very happy.
It's your
we're basically be responsible for your love life at home with your wife because now we got you a candle to turn on. You got vitamins to keep everything else going.
Cockledge.
How cool is it that you have a baby now?
Got a little.
We haven't talked about this. You have a baby now, which is amazing to me how long it took. You were one of the D.O.D.s now.
A dad who's
D.O.D. Dusty old dad. You were one of me. Look, you're in my club. I've been in this club for a while though.
Yeah.
And
I'm the new president.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I'm so happy because you had the baby later than I had my babies. But it's amazing, isn't it? Yeah. I think it's better if you're older.
Well, because you get all your yayas out.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's not like I'm interested in it's a beautiful, natural thing that happened, a natural progression, and she happens to be so adorable. I'm not bragging. You've seen pictures of her at all?
Yeah.
She's her eyes. Callie and I both have brown eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Her eyes are blue like yours.
Yeah, I don't have blue eyes.
What do you got?
No, hazel.
They're
closer to yours.
She's got massive blue, round, big eyes.
You know they don't last. You know that, right?
Well, I heard that it may change. Is that going to happen?
Yeah, it does happen. They all start with blue eyes.
When's it going to change?
About 1. I'm not kidding you. Sorry.
I heard up to 6 months.
Don't really like
get attached to it.
Don't get attached. Don't get attached. It's like jewelry.
Attached to it.
Just remember, you might like this jewelry, but there's a burglar. There's going to be a cat thief that comes in and takes those beautiful blue jewels.
And what are they going to become? One day they just turn brown.
They're going to be brown. Yeah, because you guys both have brown eyes. Yeah, it's what happens.
We have it in our family. We have blue eyes.
How about blonde?
My mother is blue. My sister
Really?
blue, green
So you do have
eyes.
blue eyes in the family.
She has blue eyes in her family.
I don't think Brooklyn would think blue. Blue eyes. Just
Nobody
don't.
in Brooklyn has
Nobody
blue
in
eyes.
Brooklyn's got blue eyes. Are you
Nobody
kidding
ever
me?
had blue eyes in Brooklyn.
So you think that this might last? And this might be from, I'm not being a naysayer
No,
here.
I heard
I'm
up
just saying
to
don't
6
get attached.
months.
Yeah, 6 months.
But I am waiting. Like I was feeding her the other day, and there was a little shadow in the room. I'm like, brown eyes, they look brown. Open the shade. Where's the light?
You're looking for a better angle. You're putting. Oh, there we go. Now they're blue.
But they were blue again. They was terrible.
Well, yeah, it's been. Look, these
She's
kids.
adorable.
you-
But it's wonderful. It's a wonderful thing. I love it. I like getting up and feeding her and changing her, and I'm good at it.
It's amazing.
I'm good at it. I move the diapers where they needed to be. I put the little wipies. My wife had them
folks.
here. I shifted it. I got everything.
If you only knew who I've known him to be for 35 years. This is not Paul Benvictor. Anyone who knows him are going to go, what is he talking about?
That's right.
That is so not
I
you.
sing songs. I've written songs. Poopa Potty Pants songs.
I did the same thing.
Poopa
We're
Potty
very
Pants dance.
creative, but it's got a short window.
It's gonna end soon.
Because then it's going to turn into something else.
Okay.
Each step along the way, then I turned it into it's daddy daughter time. It's daddy daughter time. There is no better time than daddy daughter time.
I can't wait.
So yes,
I
you
can't
can
wait.
have that song. So you ever have this happen to you? This is called Enlightened Up, by the way, and this is very light because we are two older men that enjoy this beauty.
Middle-aged. We're not middle-aged anymore.
We're middle age at this point. No, yeah, we're middle aged, but that's older, to have kids.
Upper middle
By the way,
age.
wait till you start hanging out at like mommy and me's and all that kind of stuff and see how young the parents are. Oh, you trust me. I just happened to be the other day. You're not going to like this.
I don't think I'm going to that.
No, you're not going to like this. I picked my daughter up at school. She's 8.
Grandpa.
Yep, your grandpa's here. And she told me, of course, loved it. When they get to be 8, they love ripping on you.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, you see that woman over there? She just thought you're my grandfather. No, don't even tell me. So now I'm trying to get in shape. And nobody says, is that my whole goal is that's not your granddaughter. That's not your granddaughter. But we're so young.
Did you actually look at it? Are you doing facial stuff?
No.
Do they sell facial with these?
I have a facial
Cocktails?
sponsor as well.
You do?
No, I have.
Get one of those.
I do this cream. I do a cream, but they're not my sponsor. I'm not even going to mention them. Okay. But anyway, yeah, of course. And you look great too. You know what I was thinking about when I was watching you on TV on another show, as if you haven't been in enough things. You are similar to someone else I know. You became prematurely bald. So you've been the same age for 30 years. People have told you this, right?
Who?
What do you mean, who?
Who's the guy I look
People
like?
have, you don't look like him, but he has never aged.
Oh. I've aged some, believe me.
No, but I'm saying, well, because you look at yourself every day. You've been the same.
Bald guy.
You've been that guy.
Bald guy for 35 years.
Unbelievable. So you've been that age, so you'll never age. It's great. So being that bald, it's not like you're like receding. It's a good bald.
It's a good bald head.
No shaving. It's just bald, and you got the thing on the sides. That look. Can you guess who I'm talking about? Has the same thing, and I'm talking but decades of a career, and he still looks the same.
Danny DeVito.
I worked with him. No, not Danny DeVito.
John Malkovich.
This guy's good looking.
Stanley Tucci.
Well, you got a whole. I love that you know the list so easily.
I know all the bald guys. I know them all.
Yeah, it's like if you have a certain car, you blink your high beams. When you see a certain car, hey, I'm one. You do that with bald people. Hey, Patrick Stewart, I got you.
Exactly.
It's Patrick Stewart.
He was coming up next. I swear to God, I was going to say him next.
Were you really?
Yeah.
That guy is. I mean, we did a movie together in the '90s, and he looks. Now he's doing.
I was just going to say Patrick Stewart. Isn't that funny?
He's doing a movie now. He's doing a TV show called Picard, and it's like, yeah, he's got his own show. He's making a comeback, but he looks the same as he did back. Make it so, number one. He looks exactly the same. So I want to know with your daughter, if you have this feeling. This is, again, our show is really about positivity, and we need to bring light to the world because they are a light. They're a reflective light. These through the blue eyes and everything. They'll soon be brown. But anyway, do you ever want to bite the cheek?
Eat her.
Yeah. Like literally, I understand like when animals eat their young, I actually get it. It's because you love them so much. Like my kids are going to be in therapy one day. My father, he bit my cheek off. He loved me. He love me very much. He loved me.
Look at her face.
Took over my face, but it's okay. He loved me.
I
Have you not? You grit your teeth to stop
I've had
you.
a hard time not biting, but
You understand though?
well, her cheeks.
And they're so they're just these.
It's like
Like
a
apples.
filet mignon. You just want to put some ketchup on it and go for it.
Don't tell me you put ketchup on your filet mignon, you Brooklyn idiot.
Yeah,
you
I
do
would.
not put ketchup on your filet mignon.
I won't. Depends where
I
go.
might walk right now. That's how bad that is. Why do people do that to a good steak?
Love ketchup.
I am a big ketchup guy, but never on steak. You can't do
No,
that.
it depends on where we go.
No,
we may
it-
go out to the old place, plug in the old place.
If you went to Ruth's, Chris, they would, and you asked for ketchup. I actually had it happen where I
wouldn't
asked
do
for
that.
ketchup.
They
I
kick
asked
you
for
out.
ketchup, and there was like this French guy, what for?
Yeah, and
You
then
know,
get-
you haven't even tasted the food yet. You know, this is what I have, okay? I heard you have potatoes. I can't have potatoes without ketchup, right?
Yeah.
Like a fry or
But they're so
They have those-
delicious. But what I do is, and there's pictures and videos of me, I'll just kiss it really, like
right. The cheek, yes.
because that's all I really want to do.
it's-
My father, rest in peace, ate our faces, and I hated it.
Did you
He was
really?
a biter.
Up-
He took my.
I told you that's the gritting.
I was starved. I hate it. And
Wow.
but now I get it.
Well, when you're in high school, it's not a good thing. You're not thinking of, hey, Dad, you know,
was
I
up
got
until-
friends over.
Up until 10, 11 years,
He bit all the way to. Oh, jeez.
He couldn't help it. I can't help it. But I get it now.
Let me tell you another thing you're going to
eat
love. I'm going to tell you some things you're going to love. You probably already do. You know, I actually, when I do the work with, you know, my coaching,
Yeah.
I have this whole thing. I say, list what you love. You know what's on my list? Watching my children sleep. Ooh. There's a beautiful moment. You just watch, they got the mouth open. They're in dreamland. You just go and you go, oh.
Yeah. Very
It's
calming.
such a beautiful, calming feeling.
Especially when they're sleeping on you.
Oh.
The first time she fell asleep on my chest.
And you start sweating and you can't move. You don't want to move.
Best.
And you think back to yourself about how many times there was a woman doing that. You wanted to bite your arm off. Get out.
Coyote bending.
That's right. That's right. And you're thinking, wow, my life has come down to this. This beautiful divine love is resting because she trusts me so much. You know what I did with my kids right before they were born? And my wife's going, what are you doing? I shaved my chest. So that you think when they're first born,
Tell them everything.
they're first born, you think they're going, oh yeah, that's a great first memory. I was in the Sherwood Forest. You have hair on your chest, right?
Yeah, but I keep it pretty trim.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
So you already do that.
I already keep it trim. I don't like a lot of.
You're a trim guy. Now you're my generation.
Groomer.
Do you manscape?
Yeah.
Heavy?
Heavy scaping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't think. Come on, the boys back in the hood.
They leave
Don't they stick with you sometimes when you do something like when you're going down to do that to yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Like I dreamt about having a boy, you know, and I've got 3 boys. Never did I think when I'm teaching them to shave, the first move is, can you pull your pants down?
Is that part of your act?
No.
It could be.
Well, you know what?
That's a good,
I have to
funny
tell you
bit.
something.
Take him down. I'm going to teach you to shave. Dad,
Dad,
you're a fucking creep.
you want to go down, not up, because you get zits. So, yeah, I mean, it's just wrong. I just can't imagine. So I always think, I don't know if you're this way, anything that I do that's kind of evolved or California, I always think of my friends back home going, look at Joe California over here eating a vegetable.
Joe
Look at Joe California. I have to give you credit for something. You don't know this. So sometimes I am afraid to say certain things on stage, right? And you just said, hey, did you do that in your act? Now I got to remember because I'm going to have to play the recording back.
Yeah.
I will put it in my act because you laughed.
It's
And you
funny.
are one of my best audiences.
Yeah.
You've been seeing
Been
me
a while. I've seen you a lot.
many times. So you're one of the good audiences. You inspired me.
Safe and sound.
So what's it?
My favorite bit.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Safe and secure.
I'm an
Fucking
astronaut.
L phone saying that the cell phones really matter. Turn your cell phones off. There's 10,000 people.
Oh
right
my
through that
God! I
glass
just
window
added that back to my act.
Just going. They're on their cell phones, but in the
But
20 feet
8B took
away.
the plane down, and he's back in the plane going up. You know, I can't back the plane. Who's on their cell phone back there? 8B.
It's funny.
Oh, thank you.
And then the chair,
Of all my bits, though, I just can't believe that that's the one. And I've had so
it's one of the funniest.
there's one of my bits that
And
kills.
safe and secure. The house, the chair this way is no good. This way, safe and secure. No, back. And now you're good.
Here she comes, safe and secure. So got to get it right. So anyway, maybe you see me another 19 times. You'll actually have the entire thing down pat.
Well, I've thought of if ever like you wanted to clone your act, I'll rehearse the whole thing and take it on the road.
You're a great actor.
I could do your act. I've thought of doing this.
Well, you know, Gallagher did that with his brother. You know that, right?
I don't.
His brother went out as Gallagher 2 and is the smallest 2 you've ever seen. So they thought they were going to see Gallagher, and then they come, and he did the same word-for-word act, and the people would wear raincoats because he wore the watermelon and all that.
It's like taking a show on the road. You could.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me hear you do the Love Master.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh, when people try to imitate me, I laugh my ass off. Please entertain me. Just do a one-line.
I'd have to go see it, and then I'll come back and.
Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, 6 feet social distance. 6 feet. That's just the tip, baby. Yeah,
come on, do it. Come on.
I've never tried. I've never have to work.
Come on, you have to learn it. You're an actor. I want to know. So I was watching Tommy.
I would do a different,
and Pam.
a little different. Maybe.
Oh, you do a different impression?
We'll do it again.
Impersonate.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I pulled my pants down. They had a pet adoption, baby. Yeah.
Let me try. Yeah, I pulled my pants down. They had a pet adoption, baby. I got the deep voice. Yeah, baby, that's a pina colossus, baby. What you think, baby? You need a stirring stick for that drink over there, baby. Yeah.
It's a foghorn leghorn. I'll say, boy. I'm about as hot as a bowling ball there, boy. Foghorn leghorn. You talk about a rooster. I am quite a 6-foot cock over here.
That's right, baby.
Yeah, I'm going to imitate you imitating me. So, Tommy and Pam, I was thinking about this because, you know, I've done a lot of acting stuff, but once in a while I'll pull a Brando if I don't know my lines. Like a soap opera, you got to know your lines.
Put them up on the wall.
That's what I was going to ask you. You do you do that?
Sometimes.
So I know you had a desk. That's the best scenes with papers on. I'm going, he's got to have some lines on there because you had a lot of lines.
Not in this. I didn't have.
You didn't.
No, because I had.
We had speeches. You had big time speeches.
Little chunks, but
yeah,
I'll do it in a series usually. Like when I did In Plain Sight for 5 years. You know, we did that. Or
because it's like they're just coming up and they change the script too.
They change it, or you only have a couple of days or whatever. And you have this chunk, and you work on it as best you can. But I would, but you know, if you're doing a walk and talk and you got a file and say, hand this off, I'll throw a line here, I'll put a line on the wall, I'll put it on a chair.
That's a Brando, you know, he did that in The Godfather. He had lines in the tree.
He put them wherever
I'm looking up in the tree, those son of a bitch, that's why I said, he's looking over here, he's had it written on his orange.
Yeah, he'd stick it on your forehead.
On people's foreheads.
He did a scene with Telly Savalas. He said, I'm just going to put it right there on his
That's a good impression.
I do a good Brando.
So I have to tell you, no wonder you didn't laugh at mine.
I want to inquire. There's men coming inside the house. I have to work on it. It's been a while.
It's very, very good.
Yeah, I could do it. Wait, let me think. You want to see a little Brando?
Yeah.
What?
Well, how about some improv? I'll say,
I do.
How about Marlon Brando talking about our Tailored clothes?
Well, Craig, I understand you're wearing the same shirt I'm wearing today, and it's very upsetting. It hurts me that you would do something like that in my presence. Perhaps I'll have to make a phone call to change your shirt.
That's old Brando.
Gordon, how great was that? Not listening anymore.
That was good. That was awesome.
That was awesome. So I had to get back to one thing to thank you.
Yeah.
So you laughed at something in private. I said, I can't do this bit. You go, oh, you got to do that. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You
A
do?
long time ago. It was in my kitchen.
Oh my God. You even remember where?
The threesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
You go, you got to do that.
It was hilarious.
I think It's in my act now.
It was in your
every
act?
time I do it. I literally have a visual of you telling me in the kitchen.
But and it gets a nice response.
Huge. Never. It gets a one of those laughs because it is dirty.
It was hilarious.
It's hilarious. It's now, I can't think of how I do it, but yeah. So it's a true story. Oh, I know what it was. The baby wouldn't come out, and she says, "Have sex with your wife, and that'll get the baby out."
And you said to me,
I say, "Sex now? The kid's right there. I don't want my first threesome to be with my son." And you laughed in your kitchen. I think Lauren was there too. And you go, "No, that goes in your act." I go, "Nah, that's too raunchy." It kills.
It wasn't that raunchy. It was so true though. It was honest.
I know it was. Yeah,
that's which is what
I did think that. So when you had the baby, where were you?
It was
the
just
coach?
my wife and I. It was just the two of us.
It was not.
No, what do you mean? When we actually had the baby?
Yeah, when you had the baby.
Or when
Tell
we
me the
conceived?
situation.
I wasn't sure what the question was.
I conceive. I don't want to hear about you conceiving. Believe me. Do you know when it was? Can you remember when it was?
The conception?
Yes. Are you clear?
We know it was
Okay,
one
pretty
of
sure.
two times. One of two times.
Oh, good. So you're doing it twice a week. That's great. I'm already jealous. Anyway, so now
No, it was
when the baby was born.
we were trying, as they say.
Oh, okay. What did you do?
I was
were you
there.
the coach?
I was.
Did you learn the birth classes? Did you do any of that stuff?
No, we had
Really?
one woman come over and she gives this 4-hour tutorial of is what she does.
Tutorial.
She comes over and does the whole thing.
Yeah.
But all that went out the window because you go in there, but it was like it was being in some village somewhere across the world. There's 8 women in a circle, and they start chanting and counting.
Yeah.
And they're like,
This is in the class.
"No, this is for real." When it was happening.
Whoa. Okay, we got to back up here.
One, breathe, and burst, and
So
two,
wait a minute.
and two, and breathe. And these women, and they change.
Where is this taking
At
place?
Cedars, but I could have been.
Oh, you
in-
went to Cedars.
Yeah, but
so
I
you
felt
had
like I was in, Zimbabwe somewhere. I don't know where. These women.
So it's a new technique.
It wasn't
that
new.
They bring
It's-
in other people.
It's like
Well,
it
I don't
takes a
remember.
village.
I don't remember a village coming in.
It was a village. There were at one point there were like 14 people.
These
in the
aren't like
room.
you've got it.
No, because it wasn't coming. It was.
So they were like almost going to the spirits. They had to pull in people like a tribe, like a village,
Something like
to
that,
do like a
spiritual.
rain dance
There was a-
almost. Okay, So we need
Cedars
some.
Sinai.
We need some water to break here. So they bring them in and they're it's
They were
almost like
dig deep.
Native
Come on,
American.
get down there, Callie. Come on.
So they comes Foghorn again.
Hey,
Come on
man.
there, Kelly. Kelly, time
Push
to
now,
time
push.
to break. You push like you mean it, Deb. Like you.
Get that baby out of there. Come on, baby. It was
Like a jackhammer on cement, there, Kelly. So now you're the only guy in there, and there's all these women chanting.
and the doctor.
Who's the doctor? But don't tell me it was the same guy as my kids. My first two were a doctor. Other than the hippie girl, we had dual. Or they,
Under the gun here, I lose names. I go blank.
wasn't Paul Crane, was it?
It was Doctor. No, not Paul Crane, the actor.
No, there's a Paul. He's probably an actor by now. He's a really good-looking guy, like over the
He's a
top.
handsome gentleman, but not.
No. This guy was like they literally wrote a movie about him, which you were probably in because you've been in everything, called Dr. T and the Women
I was the T. Yes.
with Richard Gere. It was modeled after this guy Paul Crane. Is like really good-looking,
Okay.
and we took classes with him. And Albert Brooks, who's one of my favorites all time,
Was in the class.
was in the class. So he's cutting up.
Cracking jokes.
Unbelievable. As a matter of fact, I ran into him years later. And this guy's really good looking, like so much so that he says, get in the stirrups, and you go, whoa, she won't do that with me. The camera, forget that. That doesn't. I mean, literally, my wife at the time would flirt with him. Women were lined up to see this guy. They couldn't wait to have this. The only time he should do everybody's mammogram because everybody would show up to having this guy feel them up. He's unbelievably good looking. And he's got great bedside manner. It's like one of those, the women just love him. They don't, you're not even there for these meetings. So me and Albert Brooks are in this class, like cracking up. I see him years later. He goes, I said, yeah, Paul Crane's unbelievably good looking. He goes, I thought it was a little inappropriate when I found a note in my wife's pussy.
He's funny.
Oh, is he funny? Now, how many movies you been with him?
I haven't.
Come on.
How many? 17 movies with Albert Brooks.
Wow, listen, you've been in a lot of movies.
He works when he wants to, though. He's not doing stuff all the time. But no, I never worked with Albert Brooks.
Oh, one of the funniest people ever.
Love to work.
Probably one of the most underrated ever. Like he's like, people don't know who he is. You know, these days they'll go, oh,
Because he never did a TV show, I don't think. Not that I know.
no TV shows. He was on Johnny Carson, which nobody knows who that is anymore.
Yeah.
But he's just it's so funny, and he's one of those icons for me.
Was it Mother? That
One of the best ever. Mother was so
Mother,
funny.
right? Wonderful.
Yeah, with Debbie Reynolds, who was a riot, who was like my mother.
Yeah.
With the couldn't work the internet or whatever. Was trying. They were
It was
trying
a good
to.
one.
Yeah, but who are your favorite funny people? Do you have a list?
My favorite is Bill Murray.
Oh yeah.
I'll watch him do anything. In fact, we just watched him. He played the neighbor, the drunken mess neighbor to the little boy, and he becomes the hero to him. I forgot the name of it.
Tender Bar? Wasn't that? Was that Ben Affleck?
It was Ben Affleck, not Bill Murray.
What?
Bill Murray wasn't in that
Oh, I
one.
thought he was the neighbor.
In Tender Bar?
I didn't see the movie. I just thought I was trying to guess for
No,
you.
I watched Tender Bar.
Since you went blank, like half my guests at our age, if they go blank, I got to try to help them out. Do you know I literally have been sitting here for an hour, tried to describe who you were to people. I see he's in one of the best scenes, maybe the best scene in film history. You're in.
True Romance movie.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I couldn't think of the name of the movie. I'm going, Christian Slater, Dennis Hopper. I had everything right, Christopher Walken, and you played an Italian in it. And didn't you actually speak Italian?
Well, yeah, I know my lines.
But did you have...
Niente, questo non è buono, he says. And I go, vanculo, mo viene, I said stuff.
Did you have to have a dialect coach for that?
No.
No. Don't give me this no
wait.
with a shrug.
No, what am I talking about?
You're Italian. You had to have somebody that's teaching you.
Yeah, one of the wonderful actor passed away, I believe, and he helped me a little bit in that one.
He helped you with your Italian dialect.
Gave me some stuff to
But
say.
how
Yeah.
to audition for it though? You had to have already studied the Italian.
I met Tony Scott in a room. It was a meeting. It wasn't
the
really an
director.
audition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you met with him.
Met with him, and he says to me, somebody recommended you.
Wow.
And I said, oh, okay. He says, hey, you got any Italian? You know any Italian? He probably thought I was Italian, is what I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sure he was. I've done mostly Italians.
That's crazy. No Italian blood whatsoever.
No. And so,
That's crazy.
and then I had just done a pilot where I had to say, hey, magisteo basso stu. It was a racial thing. Stu Mulignana, I had to say that. I go,
Yeah.
hey, but about magisteo basso stu Mulignana. I had to say that.
Yeah.
And ma tu sei pazzo, magisteo basso stu Mulignana.
I love the way you can't do this without gesturing.
Well, it's part of the,
It is. It's crazy.
Ma,
I mean, it's a standard, Italian impression is always has to have the hands, and you're doing the hands.
And I did that, and he said, oh, that's great. That's great. We'll call you, what do we call him? Let's call you Luca. You'll be cousin Luca. Right there. And he goes, that'll be great. I said,
so I just got cast.
that was it. And I left, and I said, I think I
I just got cast.
I think I got cast. And back then, I didn't know
Early
what it
90s.
was.
Yeah.
I didn't really know what level it was. I didn't know who was in it. I didn't know really Tony Scott. I just
Right.
gotten here a few years earlier. I started late. I didn't start as a teenager like a lot of these kids.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get on set, and there's all these wonderful actors. And
Christopher Walken, Dennis Hopper. It's one of the best scenes in film history.
yeah,
It really
everybody.
was.
And Michael Rappaport and I met on that.
Rappaport was in that movie?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't remember that.
Oh, he's got a nice big role.
I just don't.
Plays an actor, and he gets a part. I got the fucking part. He's in
I had to
it.
do an accent, and they brought in a coach for a.
What was the accent?
It was the weirdest thing. It was actually more than an accent. I had to play. It was nuts.
Where were you from?
It was a Mexico. So it was a Little Caesars commercial, and they had me come in with my white family. They couldn't afford to get another father. So they brought in a family that was like Mexican family to be my kids and my wife. So we had to do 2 different takes.
One in Spanish, one in English.
One it's got my family that looks like me, and I've got the other one. It's like, they didn't go really heavy like dark hair, but it looked like we were a family, and I had to speak Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish. So I'll never forget. So what I do is I do impressions.
Right.
So I went to, the only impression I knew was Pacino in Scarface. So I'm supposed to say Volvere. So I said, Volvere! Volvere, my little friend! Volvere!
My little friend.
Meanwhile, I'm in a Little Caesars commercial with my family. I'm going, Volvere, you cockroach! So that's the only way I could do it. So I had to tamp it down. And I guess it means I'll be back, Volvere. I don't know. I still don't even know. But they said, yeah, just do that. Here's your Spanish family. Bring them in. So that was the one time I did it. Oh, my God, look at that. Oh, my God.
Is that the commercial?
That's the commercial. You're a genius. I can't.
Volvere.
What's this?
Look.
I can't believe this.
Volvere.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good. Oh, you're hilarious in this.
But yeah, that's just the silent, Now, hold on. Maybe oh, here we go.
Estaré lista.
Pizza.
Gordon, that's the best producing you've ever done. You pulled up my Little Caesar. Jeez, that's crazy. And did you hear that? My Volvo?
I heard it. But I liked his faces.
I actually think that they lip synced me. I don't even think they trusted that I did it right. I don't even think that's my voice.
Probably not.
I did watch Pleasantville the other day, and I'm half the movie. Don Knotts, I looped him. He was sick. Half of the movie. And I really like nailed it. Like my kids were going, I think I was that one. I was that one. I know I was that one.
Oh, you do him right.
Well, Billy Goldenberg brought me in, the great editor, our old friend, right? He says, Don Knotts is sick. Can you replace him?
Oh.
So there's like a scene with an apple on the telestrator. It's me doing him as an old guy. Boom, right there. What do you call that? Right there, bud, the forbidden fruit here in Pleasantville. I'm your TV repairman.
Is that what you had?
I had to do that, yeah. I had to do him as an old guy, which was really weird. So half the movie is actually me doing him, yeah. Now, have you ever done?
Did you meet him or did he know what you
meet
did?
him.
Wait. Did you hung out with him?
I'm going to ask you this question on meeting him. This is another like personal question, like I did with do you chew the kid's cheek?
Yeah.
This is another one that I'm just coming up with. And so I was told that he had a big schlong. Now you've had these conversations, right? Haven't you? Who has a big schlong?
Oh, I thought you were talking.
No, I know. We all know Paul Ben Victor. If you're only more famous, you would be right up there with Milton Berle in the conversation, and now John Hamm.
Berle.
Come on, what are you talking about? He was notorious. Forrest Tucker, all the old guys. There were Milton Berle would pull it out. Come on, you knew this.
I didn't know about Milton Berle. No.
What do you He was the most famous for pulling it out.
For pulling it out.
He would pull it out.
I know.
He had pulled it out to me at a comedy convention.
Boing.
We all know about this. By the way, I met his.
Is your audience in the 60s and 70-year-old people?
It doesn't matter. They can look him up. You can Google Uncle Milty, his schlong. I'm telling you, it was notorious for the schlong. Anyway, so
funny guy.
So when he died, believe it or not, only in my life, I met his mortician, and I asked the mortician, I go, when he's
How
dead,
big was it?
When he's dead, does it stay that way? And he said, yeah, it does. I just wanted to know that because if the Love Master dies, I want to know that the legacy at least goes to the mortician. The last thing they see is the schlong. So we all have talked about this. Have you not had talks about who has a big schlong? Never in your
lately.
life?
What
I didn't mean lately, just in general through the years. That was years ago. But there's other people. I don't have them lately either.
I mean,
we talk about little kid stuff. I watched Arthur last night for the first time in 20 years.
That's my favorite movie of all time.
Not that one. Not that one.
Oh, the new one?
What's that?
Not the Dudley Moore one?
No. Now you're going to know this because
Arthur.
No, Arthur is a cartoon from 20. Apparently, last night was the last episode ever. I used to watch with my 23-year-old when he was little. Arthur, Big Clifford the Big Red Doggy. You're going to know this stuff. Paw Patrol. I'm introducing you to these things. Don't call me to come over. I'll tell you what they are, the better ones. But I watched Arthur last night.
Yeah, no.
It's true. Your whole thing is all about the kid.
Right.
So you're going to have to.
I'm looking forward to some of those cartoons and things like
Right.
that. I've never seen a lot of.
So I don't know how I'm
Can
like
I also show her
how I'm
the-
associating these kids shows with a big schlong.
lush.
I'm trying to bring it back to the big schlong conversation because
My
I have
daughter
to
will
ask
not
you.
be watching this interview
don't.
anytime soon.
So you've never had these talks with your friends? Hey, so and
Who's got
so,
the schlong? I'd have to think about it. It's not
John Hamm, apparently, right?
I don't know.
Now, these people would love that we're talking about this.
No,
you know, Tommy Lee, obviously in the
Tommy
movie.
Lee is
By the way,
obvious.
was that prosthetics? He has literally a talking penis.
It's in the first episode, which I haven't seen. Actually, I've been.
Stop it.
No, I missed the first episode. I watched 2 on. I have to go back.
I think
and
it's in
watch
2. You think it's in 1?
1 or 2. I don't remember.
It's
But
literally
it talks, right?
not only talks, it moves.
They had a puppeteer to it.
They did not.
They did.
They did not.
They had people control. That's what I think I read.
There is a show called Puppetry of the Penis. This is truly Puppetry
that
of the
I
Penis.
do know of. Yeah,
So it's a puppet?
I think they have strings to make it.
I'll tell you how
flop
sad my
Didn't
life
it
is.
flop around at one point.
Yes, it flops. It
Yes.
honks horns.
Yeah. They
How
had
sad my life is. I Googled.
Tommy Lee's. puppet
Yes, I did.
schlong.
I said, is the guy played? I don't know what I Googled something. Is the penis real? And then I go down the rabbit hole. I'm trying to watch the show while I'm going down this. Yes. I did not hear that, though. I didn't get to that part of the
I think it's a
article
puppetry.
because
to
I was
it.
so intrigued with the show.
You know,
All right, so you've had the talks once in a while, right?
I
Through
can't
the
remember
years.
honestly.
All right, so apparently not.
Maybe not.
So then maybe the answer to
Who's
this
got the
next
big
question.
dick? I mean-
Oh, anyway, Don Knotts apparently had a big schlong.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Back to Don.
Hung like a gasoline pump, goober. So anyway, so someone told me that
Can
he was-
anybody else do that, or just you? The only guy that does that.
no, there's some people not as good as me. But anyway, so I had heard this. Now I want you to tell me the truth. I probably know the answer to this. So I meet the guy. They bring him up on stage after I imitated him live. Universal Studios
He watched it.
comic reel. He watched live, and he turns to Steve Allen. He does me pretty good, doesn't he, Steve? And so he turns to me. So we did a press conference together.
dual-
Yeah, they said do dueling Thornton. I'm like, flip it in the bud. He's there. I can't do it anymore. You do me better than me, right? So then I have a picture of us backstage hanging out with my idol.
Right.
So this is my question to you. So you've heard all the big schlong stuff. You're talking
You
to the
think
guy.
he's telling me I have, but okay.
Okay. Do you look? Are you a pecker checker? Will you look while he's like talking to me? So I was born in West Virginia. I used to be a ventriloquist, and that's what I'm doing. I'm glancing. I'm trying to have eye contact while I'm glancing, going, are those pleats? I want to know from you, Paul Ben Victor, would you have looked? You've been told this all the years. Would you have confirmed? Probably not.
No, because I would have been so
God.
enthralled with meeting.
I was enthralled. Let's not go there. Of course I was enthralled. I
you're-
was on every. I could tell you
obviously
every
you-
word we
you
said an
have-
hour together.
You have
So you have a
you know,
whole hour.
you have a
You're not going to
cock-
glance.
you have a cock interest. I don't want to call it a fetish, but you have interest in these things.
Oh, there it's pulled up. This is the year I did it. This is Don Knotts with Steve Allen. They're honoring the Steve Allen show on Comic Relief. And now Gordon just brought it up. I don't know if people are going to see this,
Are
but
you going to pop in it now?
no, I don't know.
That's where I learned.
Well, that's where I learned how to. Yeah.
I see. My late father taught
All right, that's enough.
me General K.
See, that's him from the waist up. I want to see that.
I don't think I'd be interested in this schlong if I ever met Don Knotts.
Okay. All right.
I got to be honest. What am I going to tell you?
What? No, I'm only asking for honesty. I just thought that maybe.
Because if you're just hanging out, it's kind of shriveled up anyway. You're not going to see a schlongole like all erectile.
Oh, obviously he's Italian again. Oh, schlongole.
That's what I
I'm
call
not
it.
going to look at a schlongole.
Is that- I thought it
I'm
was
having a
Jewish.
talk with the guy. Oh, that's a schlong. That's not a schlongole.
Schlongolich.
Schlongole is like combination Yiddish
I make
with
up my own
Italian.
words, yeah.
Yes. You grew up in mostly Jewish neighborhood,
Yeah,
or
most-
Italian, or both?
It was definitely mixed.
Was it?
Black, Puerto Rican, mostly Jewish, Irish. But I had friends, on both sides of the tracks. I had guys. There was a few Roccos and
Yeah. Shylocks. I just
Yeah.
watched Pope of Greenwich Village the other day just to watch it. It's just amazing.
They took my thumbs, Charlie.
Jimmy the bedbug took my
Jimmy the
fucking
bedbug.
thumb. Charlie
I
hurt
took
so
my
much, Charlie. hurt so much, Charlie. I loved that movie, and I watched it again. By the way, you ever do this? You go, oh, you got to watch this movie, especially, younger wife, right? My wife's younger. Do you ever go, oh, you got to see this? And they're looking at you going, what?
Why?
This is a classic? It's a classic. And it's got those 80s drum. It's like this.
My wife watches movies like this.
She's texting the entire time.
No, just Googling furniture and design.
Yeah.
Hey, are you not interested in? No, I know exactly. I'd see it. No, you don't.
Wow.
You want me to tell you exactly what's going on?
Have you ever
right now?
tried to
She can
show
also
her?
just multitask.
I know, but did you ever try to show her a classic that you're one of your favorites?
I think we may have seen the beginning of The Godfather.
And she's
Fell
out.
asleep.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Was it The Godfather?
I can't think of the last movie I bonded on. Once in a while.
And yet she saw, my mother recommended, what was it, Love, Italian movie with like Sophia Loren, like an early one, black and white.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Love, not Love American stuff, but Love Italian stuff.
Right.
And she loved it.
She did.
Yeah, and this is something from we're
You
talking
should see
about
Breakfast,
the 50s.
Breakfast
Tiffany's.
Tiffany's. That's one of those
Yeah,
films.
but some that are just great.
Maybe-
She's got great taste, but
But I can't stand when I try to show
music
them.
is the problem. Music is the problem.
Oh, we're definitely
And
different
I'm
in the music.
singing all the old classic Beatles songs to my daughter now. I have a daughter. I love saying I have a daughter.
I know.
I sing her all the old beautiful early.
Put her to sleep with Hey Jude.
No, she loves it. No, I'm talking about You're Gonna Lose That Girl, or If I Fell in Love with You. I sing that to her and she goes,
Oh, she lights up.
That's
Is that the most magical,
better than anything.
delicious thing
I do it
ever?
every day. And she goes,
Think about all these
help
years.
me and I do the head thing, understand, and she loves it. I'm going. She's a Beatle fan. She loves Paul McCartney right now.
And we spent decades chasing something that could never give you that pleasure.
Right.
Never.
Right.
No matter how great it was, no matter how much alleged love that you felt, there's nothing you will
like
ever
that.
feel.
Then that smile.
And that smile that you co-create with her.
Yeah.
That bonding that you have with her.
It's still
no one
new
has
to
an
me.
agenda.
No, it's still new. I look at her and I go, where are the batteries? Where are the batteries? And she's still a little turtle. They can't do anything.
Yeah. Wait till you see. I'm having the most amazing time. By the way, I have 3 sons. The daughter,
How old's your daughter?
the 8. Oh,
She's the youngest, right?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like, thank God she came along because it is different. I love my sons, but this is just a whole other level. I mean, first of all, very creative. I just took her to wait till you start singing. She sings. Like Les Mis, which is my favorite. She sings from Les Mis, Castle on a Cloud. Then I took her to Michael Orland, one of our guests. You know Michael Orland? He's the musical director of American Idol for 16 years, and he's literally her accompanist and working on her songs and with her. And she's just this little adorable, in a castle on a cloud. Melting my heart.
Oh my God! She
Melts
can
me.
sing. You have Callie.
Sings, draws, funny comedian, one of the funniest comedians ever.
She's
my
funny.
daughter, really funny, like Fanny Bryce reincarnated or something, or Joan Rivers. Really, really funny. Gets it, knows it. She knows it. They have that glint in their eye. Wait till you see this happen. Wait till you see what you're in for. You think this is a little love story going on.
Yeah.
When they start talking, walking, sharing with you, playing instruments with you. I mean, it's
I have
it's
no idea
delightful.
what's coming. Yeah, it's going to be unbelievable.
It is.
Just
It is.
That little hand holds your hand.
Oh,
Daddy, can I go?
little finger.
Yeah.
And you put your finger out and they wrap the finger. Is she doing that yet?
He's taking my string from my hoodie this morning, grabbing it. I gotta go.
This is Paul Ben Victor. I can't even believe it. It's like, by the way, I was jealous of you. I had no idea. Like you were so attractive to like women that I knew. You know this.
talking about?
You know this story,
Back
right?
in the old days, you mean?
Not that old, but yeah. We were all single, and I had a friend, and
You told me that.
but it was a friend, unfortunately. Always F word with that girl. She had no interest in me. I remember one time I was in Greece and I was writing poems because she liked poems. I wrote poems and I call her up. I go, I can't wait to see you. I miss you. And she says, yeah, you too. We arranged to go to this restaurant, this beautiful restaurant, a Stallone's restaurant. And she literally told me, No, I see you as nothing but a friend. I had this whole thing in Greece. It was like romantic. But she says, I got a crush on Paul. That's what she says to me. You don't know who it is? And our other friend also wanted to date her, and I think maybe went on a couple of dates, but she always wanted you. I'm going, how does this guy do it? This guy's
You didn't tell me back then, though. You kept it for yourself.
Oh, yeah, I did, yeah. No, you went out with her. I think you went on a date with her.
Yike.
Maybe I should write it. What do
Tell
you
me
mean,
later.
yike? It's a long time ago.
Tell me later.
You don't know who I'm talking about?
No.
Actress, dark hair.
I've dated a few dark-haired actresses, probably.
Terrible.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me now. Please don't. 'Cause I'll be.
There's no way I will tell you now.
Good.
Don't worry. Her name's, no, I'm just kidding.
That would be indiscreet. It's Joan Smith.
Man, this went by fast. It's such a pleasure to hang with you. I mean, we could do this all the time.
we
Why don't
gotta
we do it in
catch
real life? What we're going to do is golf.
I'd love
right?
to golf.
Yes.
Because
You've been resisting my golf invitations, by the way. I almost feel like I'm trying to date my friend because I get turned down all the time.
Well,
I'm not even a
because
friend zone with you with golf.
I want to do that because I've played golf. I played with.
Name drop time?
Yes.
Okay. Who you got?
Well, no,
The Entourage guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you
Phil
were on
Mickelson
Entourage.
was my coach on Phil Mickelson. If it's okay if I drop that name?
Yeah, Mickelson was your coach, the great golfer, Phil Mickelson, who's won the Masters, and all these, all the majors. He was your coach.
It's Phil Mickelson. You don't have to tell people. It's like saying
Sometimes
it's Phil
you do.
Mickelson. No, people know.
Sometimes you do.
It's Tiger
Sometimes
Woods.
ago, I remember him in A Few Good Men. Sometimes it happens.
But anyway, I played with him. I've played 3 or 4 golf guys on TV.
Oh my
And
God!
so
Didn't you die on a golf course?
I died with Phil Mickelson on that golf course. Yeah,
Right, you died in Entourage.
Right.
That's hilarious.
But but I don't play.
Yeah, I know you don't.
So, but I've been invited to play several times with some of these little event things. So I've got to learn. I'm athletic. I was pretty good. My shoulders aren't great, but I could probably get it across the fairway.
Okay.
Is that the right term?
Oh, no, yeah. Now I know. I'm surprised you didn't say down the driveway.
down the green over to the short hair.
Oh, I could tell. Yeah, this is beginner time. We don't have the vernacular down yet.
Or
So I won't be inviting you to my country club anymore. I've been inviting you, but now that I know you're going to get it across the fairway, maybe we'll take a little while. No, I'm just kidding. Why don't you take some lessons at my course?
Which course is yours?
I'm at Calabasas. By the way, I don't know where it is. I'm the champion.
So you're pretty good at this.
Champion. The 2-man, but I was the better player of the 2-man. We won the championship. It took 6 months. Now we're back in it again.
Did they have arms? They have arms, the guys you were playing?
Oh, really? Really? You going to go there? Really?
No.
Trying to be a comic to a comic? One of your favorite comics?
As Golds used to say.
You're going to try to...
Golds used to say, what he used to say? It's 4,000 comics out of work and you're trying to be funny.
You said that
He
to
used
you?
to say that.
Gold's directed the Love Master movie right there behind you. Gold's directed that. We have a friend, Michael Goldberg. We can't go this whole time without talking about him. Yeah, your thing came up.
Go ahead, talk about him.
So, Gold's really close friend of ours. You went to Carnegie Mellon with him, right?
Yeah,
is that right?
that's right,
So,
Nick Golds,
and Golds was a comedy writer. He wrote Cool Runnings, Little Giants, a number of things, and television shows. Yeah. And we love Golds. And Golds, I don't know if you know this part, but Karen was ovulating.
You know, I don't really need this.
Well,
Got these on
yeah,
the whole
no,
time.
put them on. I sound
sound
better.
great.
No, I sound so much better. I sound rich.
I just realized.
The Love Master sounds terrible without the headphones.
It's almost interfering.
No, it's not interfering. I love
Because when
headphones.
I have these on,
You think there's a disconnection?
I just realized.
Put them on for a
I
second.
do
Watch.
that.
I'm going to show you why you put them on.
No. Now I just.
Oh.
Now you know what it is.
See this?
I sound better. I understand.
No, listen to this. See how much better I sound? I'm more resonant.
Keep talking.
Oh yeah. So
No, I realized.
So
now
Golds-
I'm on a show.
Golds was ovulating. Not
Now
Golds
I'm
was
hanging out.
Karen was. We've been
I know
hanging
the
out,
show.
but not even for a second.
I know the show. I know
You know the story.
You and her.
She's ovulating. I said, "Do the Love Master." He did the Love Master. I went away and got sandwiches, and
they got
baby
pregnant.
Kayla was conceived, and 9 months later she's born. And a year and a half after that, see, you can't do that without headphones. I know. So that's the thing is, so laughter created. A lot of kids were conceived through laughter, and then a year and a half after that, he got brain cancer, and that was our boy. Right. We got Team Golds together, about 5 of us, 6 of us. kept him going, and he came to all the Laughter Heals programs I developed in that cancer facility in the Valley. He showed up for all. They gave him 3 months to live. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Oh my God, it was horrible. This is our friend. We tried bathing him. He lived 15 years. 15 years.
It was 10.
Past that, really?
15.
We could do the math. I think it's 15.
Well, I thought it was 10. You're probably right. I think it was somewhere between.
Maybe like 13, 14. Yeah. So
I want to call Kayla, by the way. I haven't talked to her in a long time.
And what was beautiful is this was one of my great moments in my life was we all went up and we didn't have a funeral. We had a funneral. It was fun.
There's a video of it.
I know. I hired the guy.
Wow, right.
We roasted him. And we're like, because he had 9 lives. He kept like, he's dying now. Let's go say goodbye. That was like 9 years before. I mean, how many times did we say goodbye to him? Right. He kept hanging in there. He would show up at the comedy clubs. He would watch comedy. That was my prescription. I said, watch comedy. I say that to everyone out there. Yeah. Do you know what I did when he was in a coma at the end? Did you know this? I filmed it. Oh, you're going to love this. He's in a coma. And I said, Golds, do you know I'm here? And you and I, but we know this. We gave him everything. We did everything. We shot him with stuff. We bathed him. All these years, that's what we did. I said, what else can I do for you? He was so helpless. He was in a coma just staring. Oh, wow. I was like waving my hand, and I filmed this. It was at that home, yeah. Horrible. By the way, if you ever want to get laid, go to an old folks' home. These people are very horny. Hey, they'll just offer you to go in the closet and give you a quarter. For a quarter, not even a quarter. They're so desperate. So I never felt so wanted in my life in this old folks' home that he was in. And he was a young guy. It was horrible. A lot of the stuff that he went through. Anyway, so he's in a coma, and I said, Golds, what could I do for you? I said, want me to jerk you off? I said, how about I give you a handy? You knew the story. No. I said, I've never done anybody of my own. I'll give you a handy. He came out of a coma. We have it on film. He goes,
He laughed.
He laughed. One more time. He died a few days later. I offered to give him a handy, and he laughed.
Chuckled.
And I was so happy. That's the last thing that I said to him is to make him laugh. And laughter really, it keeps you going. You have reason to live. Mm-hmm. So we celebrated his life. Oh, it was unbelievable. Yeah. At the Will Gear Outdoor Theater.
The Topanga Theatricum.
Yes. And we made everyone laugh and cry at the same time, which is what's beautiful life. That's what this is about. Yep. And his daughter goes up on stage. Oh, there's not a dry eye now. It's just beautiful. At the time, 17. Yeah, she was 17 at the time. So that's how we know how long he lived. Yes, 15 years. She goes up and not a dry. She goes, I only knew him as a sick guy. And through our eyes, she finally knew who he was.
Oh,
man, blew me away. She never knew her dad. Remember, he was always sick.
Well, as a baby, but she didn't remember.
No, she wouldn't remember that. Right. So her whole life, she knew this guy.
Yeah.
That would have seizures, in and out of hospitals.
Right.
Through our eyes and our stories about him when he was well, she got to know him. It was a beautiful moment. That's what love and laughter, laugh out love, that's what it's about.
Laugh out love, is that what you call it?
That's what I call it. Laugh out love. Got to have some laughs. We had some today, some enlightenment, some joy, some sharing.
I had a huge laugh the other night. Callie, I'm sorry, I got to tell this story.
I'd like you to direct everything to your wife. Look, sorry, honey, before I say this inappropriate thing.
So it's an old house we got. We got an old house. Mm-hmm. And the lovely older couple passed away. The woman did years ago. So Callie feels there's possibly somebody floating around. I hate to say the word ghost, but she feels like this.
Yeah. Apparition. How's that? Is that a little softer?
No,
it's not good.
Worse. Shakespearean.
Only you would know that.
She's in a chair that we feed the baby in. She texts me. She goes, "Come upstairs. I'm scared." I said, "Okay." She goes, "There's definitely the ghost. There's a ghost." I said, I've been telling her there's no ghost, and don't tell me there's a ghost because I don't want to see a ghost because I kind of believe in ghosts. I don't want there to be a ghost. So don't say it, don't use it, don't joke about it. She's in the chair, and she goes, "I'm telling you, the chair went from here. It moved." I said, "I figured, what, this much?" She goes, "No, I was in it, and it moved from here to here."
Yikes.
I said, "It moved that much?" She goes, "Yes." And I take the chair and I go, it moved like from here, and I take the chair, and it went from here. She goes, yes, and I let it go, and it moves. It's on a swivel. The thing is a little gravity. The thing pulls to the left a little bit, like a car. I spent the best 15 minutes doing that. I was on the floor. Talk about it. And one of those laughters that you couldn't control.
Now let me ask you this: Did she still? Is she this like? My wife is righteous.
Feels like there's a ghost. In the house,
So she's there. It might swivel a little, but the ghost boosted it, right? Did she have any of that going on?
I said, and it just. I said, baby, it swivels. Thing.
And by the way, thank God for you, because you would have not been happy if this was a ghost.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, if and it substantially went from here.
I know people that are in the paranormal. They're in the paranormal. They do remote viewing.
They're in the business.
They're in the business, and I'll have them come over. But you don't want to confirm. You want to be in denial.
There's no ghost in the house. There's absolutely
You're in
no
denial.
Ghost. There's no ghost.
I believe your wife. I believe her. I think that she's right. Did you hear that, honey? I said that you're right. Okay.
I spent 20 minutes dying, like good.
I love it.
Guts were coming out.
Isn't that great when that's the release? That's what we need, the relief, and you become
very healing.
This is, again, with my coaching, that's what I talk about. Is I do this new thing. Oh God, you'll love it if we ever do it together. It's called Chuckle Chatter. It is so funny. You just talk while you're laughing.
Oh,
it's a riot. We'll do it right now. We'll do a real quick one, right? All you got to do is say like what you did that day. I got up today. And I had a McGriddle,
That's good. That's good.
with orange juice. And I put ketchup, which you love, on my potatoes. And I chewed it and ate it, swallowed these sandwiches. That's what you do. Now,
And then it creates laughter.
So, yeah, of course it does. Your body doesn't know the difference between a joke. Like if you're on a Stairmaster or you're on a hike, your body's not going, wait a minute, I'm on a hike. I'm not going to give as much heart work on this one. No, it's just going, I'm getting this, your circulatory system, your heart is pumping. And this is why I have Laughter Heals. This was created because of Golds.
Yeah, I know.
So what it does is it absolutely makes you into the meaninglessness of things. I do guided laughitation. I did it on the way to the golf championship. I suck at golf, but I won because I didn't care.
Oh,
I didn't care. It gets to the meaninglessness. It's unbelievable. When you laugh, you just had a few chuckles today, right?
Always.
Right.
You're a funny guy.
Relaxed, fun, be yourself. All that's there because you're laughing, because you're in a joy space. You're in a joy energy space as opposed to the rage that you'll have when you leave here.
90% rage I live in.
Oh, not anymore. Not when we work together. We'll do Chuckle Chatters. Chuckle Chatters just takes, or laughitations, it takes you into a whole other dimension. Energetically, you literally cannot be depressed or angry while you're laughing. Just try it. Laugh. I hate this guy. I hate this guy.
Let me think about it. I hate honking on the street. I hate it.
Hilarious.
Sure you can. When are you
getting over COVID, by the way. That's why I'm coughing.
little touch of the cove.
I got it. I didn't get it bad, but I had this freaking lingering cough, drives me nuts. But I've got these vitamins. I take these Highest vitamins. You get these, by the way, as a parting gift. Highest, Hyest, highestvitamins.com. These are like miracle vitamins. They have, it's all about the molecules, the molecular hydrogen.
Is it really good stuff?
Oh, yeah. This is like top of the line stuff that's beyond making your pee yellow. That's what a lot of vitamins do. You got to go to that website. You don't have to go to the website, but they do. We'll put it up on our.
So if I try, what am I going to feel? Energy, focus, this kind of thing?
Exactly.
Sleep?
That's funny you should say that.
Yeah.
I don't know about sleep. I'll have to read that, but I do know about energy, focus.
Because I started taking ginkgo biloba.
Right. Right. To get your memory.
Yeah.
Take that with Viagra.
Which helps.
It's a great combination. But then you're going to, if you don't take it, you won't remember where the Viagra is, where you put the Viagra. So anyway, these vitamins are yours. I really appreciate you being here. I hope you had some enlightened up talk with me here.
Always.
Can't wait to golf with you after you take some lessons. But call Phil. I'll bring Phil out.
Phil Mick?
Call Phil Mick. whatever it is, I want you to come to my golf course. They have great teachers there. Why don't you take some lessons?
Yeah.
Do you have clubs?
No.
Oh, this is horrible.
How many clubs do you need, really? Do you need the whole bag?
The whole bag.
You don't.
You do need the
you
whole
need a
bag.
putty and a big
No,
club.
oh my God, you're
and
not
a 9. You need a 9 iron.
Your audition, might have gone well with Tony Scott. Oh, let's cast him here. You're not cast as my golf partner right now. It's not going to happen. Golfers like other golfers who can play with them. You literally have to learn the terms. You got a long way to go till I invite you again. Okay, I'm not inviting you ever. I'll invite you to dinner. Okay. And we'll hang out with the kids.
Can I go when nobody's there? Is there a time?
Yes,
when
there's a
around?
time where you can. I actually have a great
4
instructor.
4 in the
When
morning.
we get off here, I'm going to give you a great instructor.
That's
This
what-
guy's the
seriously,
best.
yeah.
You're going to take the instructions, learn the game. I actually have a set of clubs that you can purchase from me. I'm not going to give them to you, or I'll lend them to you. I don't get your own damn
No,
clubs.
you got a second set.
You
You don't
work
need.
all the time.
You got a second set. You don't need.
I'll lend them to you for a minute, okay? Then you'll get better.
Well, they're collecting dust in your garage right now.
No, they don't. They go to people that visit me, and I take them golfing.
Oh.
Yes, that's out-of-town visitors from Philadelphia. Zumhofe comes in from the Sixers. The Sixers come to town. I take all the Sixers out.
You need a second set.
Phillies, yes, you need a second set. I have a third set too, just in case. You never know.
Shoemaker,
My kids
you know
have
a lot of
sets.
people.
Do
Do they all play, the fellas?
It's not as much as I'd like. My daughter plays with me, of course. The
I play
daughters do
tennis.
everything.
I played tennis. I got back into tennis.
Well, guess what? A lot of it is like using a backhand.
Yeah.
Remember that. All right.
All right.
Paul Ben Victor.
Over and
See
out.
him on. What's your Instagram and all
Watch
that?
Tom and Palm and tell me.
What?
My Instagram.
Yeah. Oh my
That's
God,
my
you don't
wife.
remember?
Okay, that's my
Is
wife.
she in your account? No wonder.
don't- it's the only
No wonder
one-
I wrote to her today.
I don't do anything.
I didn't get anything back.
She's the only one that looks at my
Tell her to follow me, and
We don't follow you?
probably not.
No,
I'm gonna.
of course we
I don't think you do. I love the we. It's your account.
don't have
You don't
know how
remember
to do
what the account is?
Paul.Ben/_Victor.
I hate when you have underscores. I wish I just had my name. Anyway, I'm official Craig Shoemaker. This is official.
Wait a minute. I want to get some of your fans coming over.
Okay. So we're not live, so you can do this later. Anyway, I hope everybody had a great time today. Levity, lightness, joy, happiness. Let's just focus on that and have more of it in our lives. Have your friends like I had today, our old friend. I think we met like 30-some years ago through
That
Gold's.
long?
Yes. I'll tell you how long ago. You were doing Club Soda, which I was so impressed. You wrote it, I believe.
My mom wrote it.
Your mom wrote it, yeah. And
Gold's directed
it was
it,
in a
actually.
garage. In a
that
garage theater. That's how long ago it was. Probably
The
1990, right?
Before we did the
Yes,
production
exactly.
that Gold's directed.
I was there for the
Early one.
way early.
Well,
And I was so impressed. Yes, it was a little. You get a series of one acts about gambling. There's Fallon was in it. Our old friend Fallon was in it. Yes, it was.
It was a
How
three-
long? 1990.
Before that.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, 88 maybe. Were you here in 88?
Yeah.
I was like 80. Honestly, he's probably 87.
Whoa. Okay. Well, then that's when I met you.
Yeah.
And I thought this guy's brilliant, and you still remain brilliant. You still remain acting all the time. It makes me sick. Anyway, it's great to see you, bro.
All right.
Everybody, remember these words. Just think about life, and just think to myself, I got to enlighten the fuck up. And you have a good time. See you next time.